good today. I'm doing great. I wanted to give you a little bit of positivity to start your weekend. I know I'm a little late here on a Friday, but I would love for you all to let go of the stresses of the week and the things that were put in your hands and the things that were put on your shoulders. And I want you to let them go. Because Friday is beautiful and Friday is going to be peaceful. And you're going to have a wonderful weekend. And then, of course, you'll have a wonderful Monday, Memorial Day. And I just wanted to say that to everybody. And I wanted to wish them the best Friday. And, of course, I'm running around today. Not super happy with this traffic. But it is what it is. I've got to run down to the clinic and turn in some paperwork for some of the dispensaries and then go see my granddaughter and help her out a little bit. She wants me to come over and do some things with her today, so I said that I would absolutely do that. And I hope you guys check me out on Sunday, because Sunday I will be at the protest wherever, I believe it's over here by me, but I will be taking my sign finally and showing it to them and seeing what any of them or all of them say about it. And if they're accepting that. And they're accepting that downtown Portland where the federal building is, if this is acceptable to them. To run around with those nooses like I was talking about before, I have to say something, and I haven't had my chance yet. So it will be Sunday for sure. Wherever they are, I will be there. And that's just being a good mom and a good grandma with a diverse family that I have. It's see something, say something. And be a good person. And I don't have to yell and scream at them and all that kind of stuff. That's just not what I'm into. So just what my board says will be enough, I think, to ring their bell and make them notice what's wrong with down there and what they're all doing to make it even worse for people and younger people. That want to go down and express their First Amendment, which everybody has a right to do. But it's just, I think it's the way that you do it. I think it's the way that you do it, you guys. I think you can express your First Amendment all day, every day, because that's what we do when we even speak. I'm expressing mine right now. And I think that it's very important that we have our Constitution and we have our, we have our rights. And I think that those things need to be noticed when they're not happening, I guess, But anyway, I don't want to bore you guys with that today. That's not what I'm calling for. I'm videoing for is just to really let you guys know to have the most spectacular weekend and the rest of your Friday and wherever you are. I hope that you're letting go of everything that consumed you this week. Even the Nancy Guthrie thing. Let it go. Let it go and then start afresh. And start with a new mindset and some of the facts. And then some of the old stuff won't cloud you so much, and it'll make you really think about what your ideas are and what you think happened, for the people that are, into it. And for me, like I said, I'm just going to enjoy this beautiful Friday. Try not to get into any road rage situation and not let anybody road rage me. That's just my, my thing, as I just want to put off the best positivity to the world. But it's funny because a friend was riding with me one day, and I said, I'm a waiver. Because if someone lets me go or anything that they do, I like to wave at them and say thank you. And my friend said, you mean your middle finger, right? You're waving that middle finger. And I said, no. I said, I really wave. I don't, it's not the middle finger I'm waving. It's my hand I'm waving. So I thought that was so funny that they said that they were like, you sure it's not your middle finger you're waving? No. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming in here today with me. And I will turn you around so you can see what's out into the world, and ride with me if you want to. And I'll just keep chatting, I guess. And hopefully not drive you guys nuts. You know, I just want to say hi to everybody. Thank you guys for coming in here and just saying hello and happy Friday, because it is a lovely day here in Portland, Oregon. We need these. Our plants and our flowers need these. We've had a lot of rain, so the rain gave us some good moisture into our ground, but we need this to let everything grow. So that's why people call us such a green state. You know, we have to keep the looks up, right? We can't let all the trash and everything else take over and rule this beautiful city, because this city was just a spectacular city for so many years. I would tell people, you know, on airplanes or trains even, or whatever, they would say, hey, where are you from? And I would always be so proud to say Oregon. I'd be so proud to say it, because the first thing usually comes out of people's faces, it is so green there. You guys have so much beauty. It's because of the rain and the weather that we get here. We used to get a really good, you know, 3.5, 4 months of really good, you know, weather, circular weather, you know, rain, sun, snow, maybe some, you know, some thunderstorms and things like that we're very known for because of the rain, of course. But I'd like to see people in this region, in the Northwest, think of something very positive that they can think of and work with, instead of the rain and some of the dreariness causing you to be depressed. We have to watch that. We have to make sure that we have plenty of vitamin C in us when we live in the Northwest. We have to make sure that we have it all the time. And sometimes you have to go and get the vitamin C from a doc because you're not getting enough here. You know, vitamin C is a big lack of a vitamin in your body here. I didn't realize it. Living in Las Vegas for 14 years, going there and working, me and my husband and my family and having our son. I never realized living there and then coming back here that would be one of the first things that a doctor would tell me is I have a lack of vitamin C. And it's because of our sunshine, you know, and because of it not being out as much as other states, you know, so you do what you got to do, you know. But the depression for here and in Washington State, Portland and Seattle, they have a tough time, and a lot of it is the dreariness and the weather. And excuse me. And if, you know, we can get past those months of that with some kind of glee and joy in our lives and positivity and something to look forward to during those months, I think it would be a better chance for people to make it, and better chance for people to actually not be depressed, you know, because that's not fun for anybody. We already have enough crazy things going on in the world that we all have to deal with on a daily, you know, that sometimes isn't our choice. And other people or other businesses are making choices for us. And so that can be rough too. I want everybody just to enjoy life and know that there's no set time for us, and that our joy is the best thing that we can possibly give. And yeah, I'm gonna stop at this one place. I got a friend that works there. It's called Third Eye, and right now it's called Third Eye Crossing. And it was owned by Jack Hare. If anybody knows, if anybody does partake in medical cannabis or cannabis itself, there's strains out there called Jack Hare. And Jack used to get on stage and then say, if you can say terror, you can say hair, because people would always screw his name up. But he was a force to be reckoned with when it came to cannabis in the United States of America. And he was not ashamed or shy about it and about what he thought the properties could do for people in the medical field especially, and the world. And he was good friends with Rick Simpson. I talked about Rick Simpson oil the other day, about how he cured his dog from cancer twice and then also cured himself, and with his Rick Simpson oil. And Jack Hare is the one that actually was on a TV show and said, you know what, they've got this good oil out that helps cure cancer, and my friend makes it and his name is Rick. And they were like, well, what do you call it? And Jack Hare didn't know really quite the name that they called it, that Rick called it at the time. So he just said, it's Rick Simpson oil, RSO. So that's how RSO and Rick Simpson oil got its name. There's a little piece of history for you, some cannabis history, but even if you're not into it, you know, it's just nice things to know, and know facts and not farces and things that people have made up wise tales and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I've been in many dispensaries in my life because a lot of my friends have bought into the recreational business from medical. And first thing I do when I go in there is I look for something that goes back to the community, to culture, to something that isn't money driven or padding pockets, something that somebody actually, you know, needs, that the medical cannabis this state was built on, was helping. Always go in to see if there's a jar in there that goes to somebody in a medical situation in need, or a community group that's in need, a charity that's in need. I do get up on the stages and I do speak about a lot of my mentors and a lot of my peers, and the things that I expect from them and the things that I don't expect from them. And I don't expect them to just be a money-making situation when you own these licenses in these states. I expect it to be also a community outreach situation, and that they need to reach out and they need to talk to people in the community and they need to see the needs. That's one thing I like about the Love Buzz. You go in there and they have all those shelves full of food, diapers, dog food, things that people are in lack of because of the cost of groceries and the cost of gas, and it's the cost of living. People think it's kind of cheap to live here in Portland, Oregon, but I can tell you it's not. It's really not. And we're very lucky that some of us can afford to live here because, let's see, it's saying something about the community guidelines. I already know all that. I'm good with that. I haven't broken any rules. Okay, let me see if I can see who it is saying hi, because the sun is right in my face, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Made in, okay, can I say just made in right now because of the sun? Do you care? Vitamin D. Yeah, vitamin D. I'm so sorry. Thank you for correcting me. I said vitamin C. It is D. See, I make mistakes all the time, and I need you guys. Thank you for fixing that for me. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Vitamin D, Nick. Come on. How many times have you had to taken it? Probably because of my light skin and my light hair and my Irish, in my background. That's, I'm sure, one of the reasons. I do actually tan, though, after I stay out in the sun for quite a while. Days. Then I get the little pink, and then I can turn it into some tan. You're in the northwest of England? Oh, beautiful. We have English in our family. I bet it is spectacular. That's all. I want to travel and see some things, before I had to leave this place. I definitely want to travel and see some things. Seasonal affective syndrome. You are not kidding. So true. I devoured 2-pack of candy cigarettes. You know what? I used to get in trouble for buying candy cigarettes when I was a kid. That is so funny, Jordan. I used to buy them, as a kid because you're so enamored with them. And I actually went into a mini mart with my brother and a bunch of his friends one day, and I couldn't afford the candy cigarettes, so I took them and I stole them. And I think I was 9. I think I was about 9 when I took them. And my mom, when she saw me with them, she said, "Where'd you been?" And I said, "At the mini mart." And she said, "Oh, okay, did you get some candy?" So she kind of tricked me. And I said, "Yeah, I got some candy." And she said, "Did you pay for it?" I don't even know why she said it, but she said, "Did I pay for it?" And I couldn't lie to her, and so I said, "No, I didn't." And she said, "Okay, well, you better march your butt back up there. You apologize to those people, and here's the money for the candy cigarettes, and don't come back home with them." I went, "Well, why am I paying for them?" And she said, "Because you took them. You need to learn a rule. You need to learn respect, Nikki." And I was just so bummed. I was bummed that I had to pay for them and I couldn't take them home with me. So pretty positives today. Thank you, Kimbers. You're awesome. Thank you. And England, man, what a beautiful place. Oh, you'll come once the sun comes out. No, you're sweet. Thank you. Oh, love you too. I love you. Oh, thank you for saying that. Shibby always thinks that I just dress up for him in JLR. And I wanted to tell him, "No, Shib, I'm actually a pretty well dresser." I said, "You just catch me on some of the days I'm at home doing work." Hi, Mustang. Melon, you're great. And I hope I'm saying it correctly. And oh, thank you so much. I've got a long sundress on today. So I'm super happy. Vitamin D. You're not kidding. Not C, it's D. Oh my gosh. Mary Lynn, thank you. I told you sometimes, and hi to you. Sometimes it's the TBI. Sometimes I'll mean to say this and I'll say this. So you guys just be careful with me, and just make sure if you think I'm saying something incorrect, please ask me, because I will be one of the first people to critique myself. So I'll show you guys what I look like today. I'll take that out and you guys can be my witnesses that I dress like this regularly. Here you go. There's my sundress today. You guys are so kind and sweet. And I just adore you guys so much. And I thank you guys for taking this quick ride. We're over here at the Third Eye. Oh, let me show you what it looks like. So you can kind of see it over there with the tie-dyes and the picnic table and stuff. So that's where I'm headed. And I'm going to take over some brochures and some information. I'm the information girl. I love you guys. And don't forget Sunday. I think I saw somewhere around 1:30. So I'll be out there right around that time. I'll be out there ready for them. So I hope you guys come out and support me, just while I show these pictures to these protesters that are usually downtown. And I don't want to conflict with them. I just want them to read it. I don't really have too much to say. I'll probably say a few things if they ask me, but my business is my business, and what I tell you guys, I tell you guys. But what I'm going to tell those folks is not going to be any of that. It's just going to be politeness and ask them why they accept this. And I just say thank you for everything. You guys are the best. You guys are the best supportive people that I could ever imagine to have. I didn't know how this was going to go when I was thinking about doing this. You know, most of it, I should say, for my teeth and my health, you know. And I thought, well, I don't want to do a GoFundMe. And, you know, my friends have tried to do that and it's been lovely. But I don't want to do that. I want to earn it. You know, I want to earn anything that I do. I want to earn. That's why I run around and do the information, because this is one of my hustles, you know, legitimate legal hustle, you know. So I had to do something else, you know, to try to help me get through the medical stuff without asking of people. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kimbers, for saying that about the dress. It's very comfortable and it's hot today, so it was smart for me to wear this. But I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your day, and I'm grateful to have you guys. And like I said, here's just a little bit of Hawthorne. This is a Hawthorne street, and it's kind of an eclectic, really hippie vibe. Hemp, you can get hemp clothing. It's really cool. It's a cool spot. People are very sweet over here. They're generally very nice. They just have little mom and pop shops, you know, that are really cool. So have a good Friday, you guys. And let that stress go from the week. Promise me you'll let that go. Because I want you to have a better day, if you haven't had a better day. And thank you, Mary Lynn, again for helping me and correct the D, because I really needed that. That was false information. So Mary Lynn, thank you. Love you guys. Thanks for your support always. And hopefully I'll make it on JLR tonight, or if he's taking calls, or Alex. Love those guys. They've been nothing but great to me. Ted and Shibby and the Juice. And they're very, very kind. Just like you guys. Love you guys. See you soon. Thank you for being here with me.